Alrighty, hey guys, welcome to our call tonight. We are going to talk about a new concept that I am kind of excited about and looking towards to use towards my business for the new year that I want to share with you guys. It's not new to other organizations and teams, but it's new to me. So I'm going to share it with you guys, and then I want to talk about a little, or not, sorry, not a little, but 80-day obsession, and kind of like I'm going to give you guys kind of like an overview of what to expect, because we are only like 2.5 weeks out from when the programs get released and the packages. So I think we definitely need to be on top of this. It's not something we can just wait till January 15th on. We have to have a plan. So what I wanted to get into first was, I cannot minimize. Okay. What I wanted to talk about first, sorry, trying to fix my screens and everything, is there's been a lot of change in our business. There's been a lot of, if you've been here from, anywhere more than a year on, you know that a lot has changed. Like just with the market, the network, the way we do things, the way things are recognized and compensated for. And I hate to tell you that it's going to stop changing, but it's actually not. And it's actually going to get better. So if you've been here more than a year and you kind of can understand like where I'm coming from, what I'm saying, just kind of be aware that this new model that I want to talk about is something that I think you should take into consideration with those changes that corporate and everything is going to make moving forward. So a lot of time, well, I know for myself, it was always very Success Club based. Hit Success Club, run a challenge group every month. That's all you need to do to be successful in this business. And I'm just as much as fault. I'm the leader of our team, and I've ingrained that in people's heads. So change is like kind of hurting me, and it makes me feel bad. But I want you guys to have the best. So I'm asking you to be innovative with me and be accepting. But there's a concept of working towards rank is one thing, but if you want to work really towards income, and, income with rank will come, but it takes a long time. I've been a coach for almost 3 years, and I haven't made it past 2-star diamond, and and I'm now currently diamond. I can tell you that my paychecks as 2-star diamond were nothing spectacular, and probably I'm doing just as well now. So it really has to do with you building a strong volume base. And so the concept that I want you guys to learn and think about is this concept of a 500 PV coach. So I'm going to see if I can share my screen here. Then let's see. All right. Here's those people who I love dearly. Can you guys see these slides on Canva? Okay. So this first one, who is a 500 PV coach? 500 PV coaches, the way to look at these people are probably you on this call. You live and breathe the 4 vital behaviors. You commit to programs. You invite people. You're saying, I'm going to do this. Come and join me as well. You know enough about the products and the company that you're confident in talking to people about them. And if you aren't yet, that is totally fine, because there is a ton that I don't know, but you are confident in that you know that you need to reach out and ask for help or search for information on them. A 500 PV coach is someone who can grasp the concept of, our whole full circle: fitness, nutrition, support, and accountability. You look at it as like a healthy formula, and you don't just pour into your customers and your clients, but you're also nurturing your contacts and you're, building relationships with them and giving value. And you're giving value before, like, honestly, you're giving value before they even buy something from you. That's just the way this works. But so the concept behind a 500 PV coach is that this coach will substantially change your income if you focus on volume rather than just hitting Success Club and just working off straight, like, 2 to 3 challenge packs a month. And it's also based off of developing coaches to be a 500 PV strong coach as well. So I think it's, sorry, I'm going to skip down real quick, but I don't know why I put it in the wrong order, but what does like a 500 PV coach look like? So for instance, right here, 500 PV, you can get from many different ways. Yeah, you can just get it from challenge packs, but what if you were able to get people to use every arsenal that was in our toolbox? We have way more than On Demand and Shakeology. Like, it's the right stuff, it's backed by the right people, there's the right research on it, and it's top notch. So why wouldn't we try to use all the tools in our toolbox? We're not going to sit there and put together a dresser or whatever with a Phillips head screwdriver when we need a flathead screwdriver. We're going to go in our toolbox and we're going to get that flathead screwdriver and have the right tool. So you can see there, like, 500 PV can come in many different ways. From just Shaco, from Daily Sunshine, every, like, 6 of these. Shaco, Daily Sunshine, maybe you have people who have kids and you want to ask their recommendation. Can you try out Daily Sunshine for 30 days and see what you think about it? So I just want to show you, like, there, kind of a glimpse. You can get 500 PV in many more ways than just focusing on getting 3 people in your challenge group each month. But let me go to the back up. So the goal of this really is, if you are looking to obviously earn an income every month that's consistent. Like, we all want to make money out of this, and quite honestly, none of us are here to just kind of like putz around. I'm going to be frank about it. Like, we deserve to be paid for what we do. We offer a service just like anywhere else you would go, and you pay for that. So how does a 500 PV coach build? You have a 500 plus volume month. Now I'm talking months here, with customers, with a customer base. The next level is that you teach your coaches that you sponsor to have a 500 plus month customer base. And then so you have to think about, like, what are you teaching them? You're teaching them exactly kind of what I'm teaching you right now, like how the different ways, the different tools in your toolbox, to be knowledgeable about them, to be doing like sneak peek groups, to be asking people for recommendations and trying things. Then 3rd level down. So there's 4 levels to a 500 PV coach. There's you, a person that you sponsor, the person that they sponsor underneath of them. And so what you're doing is you're teaching your coach that you signed up to be able to teach their coaches how to get to Emerald. So if you just think about it as constantly striving to reach Emerald, and it's not about just signing up your mom and your spouse on each leg and just having them be discount Shakos. It's actually retaining customers, having them give long-term results, and then they're also in talks with other people. Okay, so the reason why a bunch of coaches have gotten into this is because if you were to look at what she calls this an Emerald tribe. If you were to look at what one Emerald coach could do in 1 month, you could see that it's way more substantial than just having a discount coach on each side to be Emerald to potentially cycle $14. So for instance, in this case, you're doing 500 in volume for your customer base. You've taught somebody on your left and somebody on your right to do the exact same thing. which you've also taught them to teach someone else to do the same thing, one on each side, and so on and so forth. And you can see like the 4 levels there. So if you were to teach someone just about being a 500 in volume a month coach, and that's it, that's what you talked about, and then you taught them how to get their people to do that as well, you can see right here that you could potentially cycle $447 in a month. Now, I can tell you there's definitely people on our team who, I mean, I can't speak for other teams, but there's definitely people on our team who are higher ranked than Emerald and don't cycle $447 in a month. And so that's just significant. That is just a cycle. So if you think about that just being your cycle, and then if you also have 500 in commission around that, because that's the 500 volume, that's another 100 plus bucks. So you can see how it can just significantly grow. Okay, so what do we know about Beyond Emerald? We know that people want to become Diamond, and I do believe that it's incredibly necessary to become Diamond, because then you get that higher cycle. But you have to become, you don't want to be a classic Diamond. So we all strive for Diamond, and we all know you just need 1 emerald on your left and 1 emerald on your right. Typically, we just build the rest with discount coaches, and maybe we cycle like $54 a month because everybody's just 90 PV and that's it. You struggle to stay active, you struggle to qualify every week. Somebody modifies their order and you're like scrambling in the next 2 days to find someone to take their place. So how do you fix this? You make the shift from being just a classic 90 PV Diamond to the 500 PV Diamond. So you have a 500 plus customer base, and you are teaching those levels beneath you to do the same exact things. I'll skip the going to Diamond Strong for right now, because I think our focus should probably just be the Emerald to the Emerald Strong to the Diamond Strong. But you can see that, you'll see it in the graphic below. I'll show you. So here's your classic Diamond. I can tell you that this is exactly what I was when I became Diamond. You can see that these are just all little discount coaches. And then you have a discount coach who also has a discount coach on each side. You're just made up of loyal customers, people who bought with a challenge pack. They're staying on Shaco because they love the product. They see the results. You just created a team of personal product users, and you're cycling probably about $54 a month. And you only commission you're making is whatever challenge packs you sell or anything else. If you even dive into anything else beyond challenge packs, which I know a lot of coaches just go for the challenge pack because they think they have to get Success Club points. Okay, so then if we go down to the 500 PV Diamond graph, take a sip, hold on. If we go down to the 500 strong PV Diamond, you can see there the significant change in everybody's stance. Not only do you have a successful customer base, but your customer base is also referring that product. Now, that's not necessarily meaning they all have to be emeralds, but you're teaching them to just be a 500 PV coach. So, my mom, for instance, coaching is not her forte, but she's had amazing results. People ask all the time, and she can just bring in orders and people can buy from her, and I could help them or she could help them. She's been in my challenge group for 3 years. She knows what to do in a challenge group. Let's, be basic about that. There's not much she needs to do beyond that. So you can get a 500 PV coach pretty easily if you teach them the right ways, encourage them to research the tools, and share the products the right way. And then if you look at your emeralds, who are also Emerald Strong, and they each have 500, then you've even got more volume. You've got 6,000 in volume now. And your cycle, 485. So that was what we said was the Diamond 500 PV Diamond. You're stable, you feel better about this, and all that volume helps with your cycles each week. Let's see. Okay. So this one is the Diamond Strong one, which is if you were to have every single coach that you sponsor become Emerald. Now I know that's like incredibly far-fetched at times to think about, but it's incredibly possible. I have my first CBC, and I have 3 emeralds on each side, and then I have other coaches. So I have you can get people to emerald, and you can get them to, like I said, be 500 PV strong. This is certainly attainable. This is just when they're an active customer, they have a loyal customer base, and they've taught 2 people underneath of them to do the same thing. You're much more secure if you even go to having 12 and not just the 4 and the 1. Okay, so how does a 500 PV coach think? That's like incredible. We all know personal development. We need it. You have amazing customers. You have amazing customers who have influence. You don't go month to month just trying to be a Success Club machine. So I can tell you guys, I hit Success Club for 27 months, became a legend, and then in Team Cup in August, I hit 2. And it was my worst month ever. And I was like devastated because I used to be a Success Club machine. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a pity party, and then I'm going to get over it, and I'm going to just keep going, and I'm going to refine my business, because I just spent the last 27 months focusing on hitting Success Club every month and not focusing on creating amazing customers. I would get a customer in the door. I would work with them for a week or two in my challenge group for that month, but all the meanwhile still hustling to get those next points for the next month or the current month that we're in. And that's just not the way we should do things. So you got to have the mindset that you are digging deep into these people. You are helping them beyond challenge packs. You are, sorry, there's a lot going on downstairs and I'm the only one here, so I'm not sure what that noise was. You are digging deeper into, do they need the performance line? Do they have someone in their family who maybe is a CrossFitter? For example, my husband, avid CrossFitter, but does he have a need for better nutrition to support his CrossFit workouts? Yes. So he drinks Shakeology. Same thing for somebody who maybe, might choose to drink something else or do another pre-workout. Do they have, a consistent program to follow? Do they have the support and accountability? You need to get them the full circle. Even if the full circle is not with us, don't just rely on us being their full circle. Does that kind of make sense? Like, I want you guys to be able to understand that it's not just going to be, 3 to 5 perfect full circle bod people, Shako people, and challenge groupers for every month. It doesn't work like that. There are other things in this world besides Beachbody, and we need to be understanding of that. And especially if we want our business to grow, we need to use what we have for those people. Okay, so let's see. I think I just kind of went over that. Okay, so let me just say this too. I think a lot of us I know I've been guilty of this. It's always like, join my challenge group, or, I'm running this group. I thought you might be interested, that sort of thing. And we base everything, like I said, around the challenge pack. And that's fine. That is the perfect solution, and we should go for that. But there's so much more we can offer them beyond that. So you have to think, it's not about, do you want to join my challenge group? It's about, do they have fitness in their life that's fun? If they already do, then do they have the support they need nutrition-wise to do that fitness? And then do they have daily accountability? Another way you can build and be a 500 PV strong coach is asking your family and friends for support. So I think a lot of us probably don't do this enough because we're like afraid to, probably, and we just like ask strangers because it's probably a little bit easier. But why wouldn't you ask your sister who has 3 kids to try Daily Sunshine just for a month? Tell them that this matters to you a lot. It matters to you because, tell them why. And then you're asking for the people closest to you for support and feedback. And if it ultimately isn't for them, then it's not for them. But they can give you proper feedback because they love and support you, hopefully. I know it's scary asking people but this is a great way to think outside the box of social media and get in touch with more people that aren't just on your computer screen. Okay. So, oh wow, we have more people on here. What kind of questions do you guys have about that? Because I know it was kind of quick and it does take a little bit to grasp. So feel free to unmute and ask questions.
So looking forward now for you when you're training new coaches, how much are you going to even talk about Success Club? Because it does become such a fixator.
So I think okay, it's my cat. So I think what's important is to figure out in a initial call with them what's actually important to them. Mm-hmm. Are they really trying to, and just be upfront with them, are you trying to make an income? And guys, when I say income, it's anything for that person. Are you trying to pay for diapers this month or Costco this month? What can $500 a month do for you? So I would actually maybe frame it that way. Are you somebody who $500 could drastically change your life this month? Or are you someone who would rather, I hate to say it, I don't know any other way to say it, but see your name in lights. I don't know. And I'm not saying that for, I want my name in lights. I want my name on the board and I want my name scrolling across those steps at leadership. But that's also not paying for things and giving me more of the opportunity to say yes to things and feeling more confident about sitting behind my computer 2 to 3 hours a day doing this. So I would just ask them, be like, do you feel like $500 a month could impact you? And would that be something you want to work towards? And if so, this would be the way to go. If they say something totally different, then, what if they say they want to go on a trip? Then obviously they want to hit Success Club every month. You think you kind of dig and pull out what they want out of this.
But if they're working income-based, you would focus more on volume.
Mm-hmm. From just from what I can tell you from the last 3 years, should have been doing this a long time ago.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And so that being said, guys, I want to give you I know I've shared it with my team, but I'll share it with the rest of you guys. I'm very Clean Week, huge, guys, huge. If every person that you are talking to is not at least falling into a clean week of some proportion, then you are I think you're just doing yourself a disservice. Clean Week, it's so simple. It's so perfect. So do I run free groups? So good question, because I'm going to lead right into that. I used to run free groups every month. So when I first signed up, I was told hit Success Club every month, run a challenge group every month, and run a free 5-day group every month. And that's fine. Great. It built my business. But I've gotten to the point where I need to understand that my time is actually really valuable, just as your guys is, whether you're starting at month 0 or month 30. And do you feel like you should be compensated for the free group? I got to the point where I felt like I was doing free groups and nothing was coming out of it. I was pouring into people and getting nothing in return. People just need skin in the game. So if they can't even put $29 skin into trusting you and working with you for 7 days, and it's probably even more than that because you're talking to them, they're ordering, you've got a couple prep days. If they can't just give you $29 to get these materials, then they're never going to fall into anything more, honestly.
It's exactly how I feel about it. We just did a really good Clean Week, a free group, and no one even said a word in the entire group the entire time.
Oh,
And we put a lot of work into it, and it was actually like a really well done group. And
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like my best ones that I've poured into the most, they do the worst. I don't know why.
yeah, I was like, this isn't worth it.
I know, it's deflating.
Yeah.
So okay, that's a perfect example of like I'm going into the mindset now that if people don't want to join me for my month group, I'm always going to run a 7-day workshop, and it's clean week. But I'm calling it something different, and it's going to be it's not going to be free, but it's my free group now. It's what I'm doing. But that being said, I've had a couple people I've already run into who use other products and they don't want to use Shakeology, but they still want the fitness and they still want the support and accountability. So that's where it's up to you guys. I am now giving people, like, they have to pay. I'm invoicing them and they have to pay for that week. Like, you don't want Shakeology, like, okay, but you still want everything else. Like, I'm not going to let Shakeology be my end all be all of the work that I give you and my time and effort. So I just had a couple girls who didn't want to do it, but they wanted to do everything else involved with Clean Week. And I invoiced them via PayPal, $25. And I said, this is how I'm going to do it. If you're going to be in our group for 7 or more days, you're still going to do the Clean Week program. You're just not doing Shake. Like, they're still getting a ton of me. And that still takes time and effort. So I don't know. Don't be afraid to like think outside the box like that. I know it's not right away going into your Beachbody business, but if they put even $25 into the game and they're like, oh, well, this is really awesome having Beachbody on demand and these workouts, they're going to turn into an all access person. Maybe they want to do a pre-workout, or maybe they want to do a refresh eventually. There's still going to be, it's about getting people in your door and getting that customer base that, what's the, can't think of the word. Getting people in your door and getting them results that they're going to be just like trust you with. And they're going to say like, well, shoot, like, it's not all about Shakeology for this girl, or it's not all about this. Like, there's plenty of other coaches out there who demand that you have to do A, B, and C in order to work with them. And I guess they can say that, but I'm just not willing to do that to people, nor limit what I can bring in and help people with, because I think we can help beyond the full circle. Do I want everybody to drink Shakeology because I believe in it? 100%. But it's not worth my time to argue with these people either. So weigh the time that you're spending. Okay, let me go into 80-Day Obsession real quick. So what I really want to say about 80-Day Obsession is the fact that it gets released on December 14th. So it's getting released December 14th. And from December 14th until January 14th, the night before it goes live, they're going to be discounted. So they're going to be discounted even more than what they would normally be. I think Kim Carver said like $10 or more. He didn't really have specific detail on the discount, but it is going to be discounted. So I think that it's important that you game plan and you figure out what you want to do leading up to the 14th of December and not the 14th of January. So think about running like a free interest group, or think about trialing people in December just for a week with a little obsessed. They can do a 14-day free trial, like whatever. But I wanted to kind of like highlight some of these packages because they've, like I said in the beginning of the call, a lot's changed and they've heard a lot of what coaches have to say, and they actually do care what we have to say. It just takes time. This is a $1 billion company. Like, they can't just flip things overnight because we told them something didn't work. So what they're doing now going forward with 80-Day Obsession is there's two ways to look at it. It's either you look at it as you have new customers and coaches, or you have current customers and coaches. And there's going to be different personalized packages for both of those sets of people. So let me just share it real quick again with you guys because it's easier than me just spewing it out. Okay. So here we are again. Man, my throat hurts. Okay, can you guys see this one here that says Mega Pack? Here? Yes? Okay, sorry. I was waiting for like a head nod. Okay, so if you have new customers, new business, new customers or coaches, what is the best way for them to sign up? So they put this package together that is the ultimate package. And ultimately you save, if you look at it from a 4-month, well, not 4-month, an 80-day standpoint of what they would need for 80 days, this package will save them over $240. So yes, it's a $440 package, but look at the commission you receive on it and look at the volume. 138 going to your 500 PV Strong coach. So it includes everything, all of the equipment, all of the printed guidebooks like we used to get back in the day when we ordered just one of the programs when it came out. You're getting that no matter what. Even if you're getting that. You're getting BOD for the year. Shaker cup, portion containers, you get Shaco for the month, and then you're getting a one-time mega performance pack. So you're getting all the recover and all the energize you need for the 80 days. Now, the reason why they're doing this is because Autumn has integrated the performance line into this program so much because it's enhanced the results so much. So it's a key proponent to this program. Just as like it was a key proponent in Shift Shop for those people, and Carrie knows that because she had amazing results with her challengers and stuff with those products. Like if people aren't going to do the performance line with this, they're not going to get the results that they want. Just like when we say that they don't do Shaco. Same thing. They're not going to get the ultimate results. But that's what you would do. That's the one of the options for a brand new customer. Maybe they say, I'm not ready for all of that though. These are the other two options for a brand new customer or coach. Either one, they're still going to get all of the physical components. They're still going to get the printed books, a year of BOD. The difference is that in the combo pack, they're going to get one recover and one energize, and then a Shaco. So it's $240. You can see it's considerably less. Basic pack is like your basic challenge pack. All of the printables, all of the things in hand, but they're choosing either 1 month of Shake or 1 month of the performance stack. So that's energize and recover together. And you can see that's 180. And so the key thing here is that it all comes with the equipment, because so many people were having trouble within the last year since BOD because people were just, the new programs were coming out, but it wasn't coming with like anything that people needed, or it was coming with too much or different things. I don't know anything about, he did not announce anything about Success Club points. So that I'm not sure, but you can, the whole basis of why why I linked these two together though, is because I also wanted you to see the volume and of why I linked these two topics together. But I don't have information on the points yet. So what do you do if you have a customer or a current customer or coach? There are completion packs. They're all the same, but there's no Beachbody On Demand because you're already either a Beachbody On Demand subscriber or you have, or you're on Shakeology. So it's anybody who needs everything but BOD. So current people, if they all have BOD All Access, these are their options. So there's, sorry, I'm gonna make this quick here. So there's the accessory performance bundle, and it's just going to come with a one-time order of all of the performance stuff that they need. So it's going to be that like mega pack, but just the performance stuff. 4 recovers, 2 energize, all the printables, all the equipment, no Shaco, no BOD. $356 for a new customer. $267 for a coach, and this is for a one-time order. So if you're a coach and you want to do it this way, you can. Over the 80 days, you'll save $120. And you can notice here that it's a one-time order, so you won't be able to like ever reproduce this bundle, just like the vegan, like the samplers and stuff like that. Sorry, guys. So then the other option is to basically just get this accessory bundle where they considered it like the old DVD base kit. So when programs came out before and we all saw volume spikes because all of us coaches were also buying the new program. Like, yes, we had BOD, but we still had to buy Core de Force, and it was loaded into our library. Like, this is kind of like that. It's going to be all of the printed materials and the equipment. Just $60 or $45 for coaches. The thing with this, guys, is that you want, like, I think it's really important. I know for me, the last year, I can probably say I was not as involved in the programs as I could have been or wanted to be, because I didn't go online and I didn't print out these books and these guidebooks, and having them in hand makes such a huge difference. So just even if you're a coach and you go get the $50 bundle, like, so you have the printed materials and the extra equipment, even if you already have the loops and the sliders. Autumn says the loops break all the time. So it's just a good investment on your part. Same thing with a discount coach. This is going to pop off in a second. But Carrie and Tara, if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me or tell Lindsay, and I'll chat and I'll check in with you guys. Okay?
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I hope it was helpful. Be Fit, Be Freers, if you want to, or if either of you guys, Carrie and Tara too, just reload back on to the same link. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to end it and then I'll go back on too.